Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. As we all know, Nigeria is heavily indebted to most countries of the world, one of which is China. And now Chinese have decided to make a move into Nigeria. I don't know, I'm only speculating. Should we start choosing our names on our own, or do we wait for the Chinese government to give us our own? By the end of the news, you probably may hear the one I'll take. I've decided quietly to take one that may look like it. I just pray that Nigeria will help us, God will help us out of this situation. Before going to the news proper to find out what it is the Chinese have decided to do in Nigeria, like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon, please go ahead, click on it, get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Mr. Chai Chin, permit me if I can't pronounce it well. Let's start. The Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Koi Chai Chin, has disclosed that his country is working towards establishment of the Chinese-owned bank operations in Nigeria. Bakam, Obidogo, Otishele, Montibere. It don't happen. Mr. Chai Chin, this known in Abuja while addressing journalists during the commemoration of the 2021 Chinese Moon Festival and China Nigerian Cultural Week on Tuesday. Chai Chin, who said he was in talks with Chinese-owned banks, noted that among the world's 10 biggest banks, 6 were in China. Before my departure from Beijing to Abuja, I talked to several banks in China. When you list the world's 10 big banks, 6 are in China. The banking sector is very important because without money, we cannot build our industries. What I'm thinking here is best to talk to the governor of the central bank and how we can allow the Chinese banks to run office here. And now they are doing the feasibility studies on that. It don't start though. He explained that it will boost Nigeria's economy and expand trade relations between the two nations. After all, are we not economically their partner? I'm just saying it very nicely. Partner, maybe more like a economic colonization. Let's continue. Establishing Chinese banks in the country would also be a point of discussion during the China Nigeria Binational Committee meeting, Chai Shin said. I am working hard that in the binational meeting, I hope we can make a big decision and give a big push to let the banking industry and insurance industry, because financial integration and institutions are key. If you go to China, you will find our banking industry very powerful, not only for business, but a change in the way of life. Extolling the extent China-Nigerian trade relations, the Chinese ambassador noted that the trade volume between China and Nigeria was nearly $20 billion, increasing from 2020 to $19.2 billion. My God. Mr. Chai Chin affirmed that the 2021 celebration is special as it coincides with their 50th anniversary of China-Nigeria bilateral relationship, and that the countries share October 1 National Day. According to news agency of Nigeria, he disclosed that the Chinese embassy would honor 50 Nigerian employees of Chinese companies in Nigeria for their outstanding performance and contribution to strengthening diplomatic ties. I think we should start getting concerned over some of these issues. All right, yes, it's normally it looks nice at the beginning. Well, looking at it from the positive part, there's always positive and negative to all this. Forget all this. When it comes to trade, it's always a win-win. Nobody comes to trade with if they don't have anything to gain. You can imagine the amount they make from Nigeria just from exports they give to us. We import. You see why we are not growing? They are actually making them big markets, because Nigeria is one of the most populous black nation in the whole world. So we are good markets. They produce Nigeria short to buy. Over 200 million Nigerians are buying their products. That's huge. It's enough to celebrate such a relationship. But the question is, what is in it for us? Okay, they said it's going to boost our economy. It makes a lot of sense. The question is, are they going to employ all the experts? Remember the issue of train? When we got trained from them, they insisted that apart from giving us the loan, they're going to be the one to give us the parts, and the expertise is going to come from them. That's what they said. Now, imagine if we had borrowed the money from them and we refuse to buy train from them or the parts from them, and we go to somewhere else, maybe Germany, to get the train and use our locally made labor to do this. But no, it was not part of the deal. One of the part conditions of that loan was, we're going to give you the loan, but you're going to buy the products from us. We're going to give you the experts. The labor is going to come from us, which means it's a win-win even for China. Now imagine the situation again. They're going to bring their banks in. Of course, you don't expect them to just bring in their bank without bringing in their staff. Maybe at the end of the day, it's going to the Nigerian staff is going to be the labor, the ones with lower cadre, the ones whose salaries and does not make sense. Maybe they'll be the one to handle the gate. They'll become gate men. Worst case scenario, they'll be the tellers. What the big man is going to be the Chinese. Yeah, we have started the journey already. Better start if we don't have any way of escape, just like Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria. Now we now know Olusegun Obasanjo is one of the best presidents we've ever had in history. I'm laughing here. I feel like crying. It's a terrible situation. I'm using my eyes to see the situation of generation, third, fourth generations unborn because of some of the mismanagement we have seen right now. And imagine you better start thinking of a Chinese name or Shonghin, or Shongshan. Choose one. Because at some point you may need to put that name as your middle name to get a good job in Nigeria. It's pathetic. Imagine somebody putting in 3 of their banks and you expect that you will grow to which level? You are shouting that you are second class citizen to Fulani. Wait. Let this whole thing cement. You will now know Fulani is the least of your problems. This is getting really worrisome. We should look into this issue of borrowing. The truth is, even scripturally, the scripture said that it's better to give than to receive. We always carry our cap in hand begging. We are blessed with mineral resources. We are blessed with human resources. We are blessed with natural resources. Which one have we harnessed? Ajakuta still is there, unharnessed. Our gold is being mined illegally and taken out illegally. We are not even talking about that. Yesterday we are battling VAT, open grazing, things that are nothing, that will make no sense. VAT, allow those who are getting VAT to enjoy their VAT. Wear your thinking cap. We are still busy. Oh, if it's not oil money, oil money. People are look at Dubai. For crying out loud, Dubai is a city, it's not a country, for crying out loud. Who does this thing now? Why do we always have square pegs in a round hole? We got intellectuals everywhere in the world, but they're not even in Nigeria. When they say go and vote or go and contest, illiterates are the one going to contest. The ones who have brain are busy there wearing shirt and tie, looking for 30,000 empower job, for crying out loud. Because when you want to go even into the politics, you don't even have the money to do so. Who's going to pay for your campaign? Campaigning alone is in billions. The loot those days, we could keep hearing looting in hundreds of thousands. It's later generated to millions, later generated to degenerated to hundreds of millions. Now it is now in billions. See, we need to wake up, so that there will still be a country called Nigeria in the nearest future. Let's meet in that.